What's up guys, it's Shadow here and I'm bringing you another MKX breakdown. Today is going to be Johnny Cage. Okay, so first thing about Johnny Cage. This character is a unexpected, really good character that is pretty well rounded in both speed, power, and overall combo ability. He's got easy combos to pull off, so that'll make it a lot easier for like beginning players to get to learn the basics of the game. I guess that's why they made him the first character you play as in the storyline. But let's get into the same old spiel. For Johnny's X-ray, you gotta kind of get a little bit close, but it's not really a bad thing. Yeah, you gotta be quite close to them, and it does about 7 hits. It's not bad. For Fatality 1, here's Johnny. You have to be close to your opponent, hit back forward, square, and that's pretty much it. He tears through the enemy from the back and says this iconic line.
Here's Johnny.
It's pretty funny the first time I saw it.
Johnny Cage
And
wins.
Goro's left with what looks like a vagina on his chest. Anyway, Fatality 2, a little improv, is done at mid-range, and you have to be pressing forward, back, forward to pull this one off. This one was a little weird for me to understand. I didn't quite understand what this fatality has to do with its name. Little improv. I don't see what's going on. It's basically Johnny smashing his opponent's head into the ground several times a second, 20 times a second. It's pretty fucked up. But yeah, mid-range, forward, back, forward. And as you can see, I don't really know what that has to do with improv, but let's move on to brutalities. So Brutality 1 can be done in any variation. Now you have to connect 4 nut punches. Pretty iconic from Johnny Cage. To do a nut punch, you have to hit back, down, and X. Remember, you have to connect with all 4. So if the opponent blocks it, it doesn't count, and you'll have to try and do another one. But your final hit comes from another nut punch. So this will be the 5th one that you hit him with. To do the nut punch once again, it's down or back down X, and the opponent's eyes pop out of their head. So, Brutality 2 can be done in any variation. Now both fighters must be facing the camera. So if you or your opponent have your back to the camera, it won't work. So basically, if your back is to the camera, hit L2 and you will basically turn yourself around. And then you have the final hit is the take 2 combo, which is triangle, square, circle. And that's pretty much it for that. So Brutality 3 is done in the fisticuffs variation. Now the thing is, the opponent must be blocking the final hit. So, basically shatter your opponent with hits until they're blocking. And then the final hit comes from the speed bag combo, which is back square, triangle, square. So make sure your opponent's blocking like this, and then back square, triangle, square. And he just basically levels the opponent with punches. It's pretty awesome. And now Brutality 4. Brutality 4 is done in the stunt double variation. Now you must have the mimic attack active. To activate that, you have to press down, back, and circle. And now you also have to be holding forward during the final hit. And the final hit is Johnny's iconic shadow kick, which is back forward circle. So basically have it active, back forward circle, and hold forward. It's pretty easy to do. Now Brutality 5 is done in the A-lister. This could be a little tricky to pull off because Johnny has to have less than 5% health. Once he's at less than 5% health, he will instantly activate a red shadow technique, which it will double his attack. Now you have to charge up the rising kick, which is done by pressing down, back, and circle. But to charge it up, you have to hold the circle when you activate it. Now the final hit, just keep holding the circle, and when it's full power, Johnny will instantly do the attack. As you can see there, he has the red shadow attack going. So yeah, basically down, back, and then hold circle until it's like, when it's fully charged up, Johnny will do the attack by himself and it will fuck up your opponent. So that's it for now, and I shall see you next time with Kano, I believe.
Johnny Cage's life had turned out to be stranger than any science fiction film, but he knew the final scene was approaching. With Raiden's direction, Johnny was able to sail to Shang Tsung's abandoned island fortress, where his adventure had begun, to contemplate his future. Amid the rubble, Johnny found an ancient tome. Its pages revealed that Shang Tsung had unraveled the secret to Edenian long life. Johnny Cage's retirement would have to wait.